Hi, this is Lad with Long Range Only. In this video, we're going to talk about the Maven B.5 18 by 56 binoculars with the MOA reticle. If you're a long range shooter or a competitive shooter, then these may be for you. I've had these for the last year, and I'm ready to talk about the performance, the quality, the specs, and if these are worth your money, so stay tuned. These are high-end binoculars from Maven Optics, a Wyoming-based company that's cutting out the middleman and providing premium quality glass at a competitive rate. The B.5 series is their high-end line, and this fixed 18 power version with the 56mm objective lenses is quality and clarity that doesn't disappoint. These have an etched reticle in the left barrel here in minutes of angle. That's designed for competitive shooters and long-range shooters wanting the ability to call shots in real time. The components of these binoculars are made in Japan, and then everything is assembled in the US by hunters who demand quality and want clarity in a simple package. At 45 ounces, they're hefty but feel premium. Think magnesium frame with a rubberized grip that's ready for the backcountry or a dusty range day. The MOA reticle version adds a reticle focus ring near the left eyepiece, which is a nice touch for dialing in that crisp reticle view. First impression, these scream durability and purpose. The tripod adapter port up front is a bonus. No extra mounts needed for steady glassing. The B.5 18 by 56 has 56mm fluorite glass objective lenses. Fluorite cuts down color fringing for tack-sharp views. Fixed at 18 power, you're getting a field of view of about 194 feet at 1,000 yards, wider than most spotting scopes. Eye relief is a generous 18mm, perfect if you wear glasses. They're waterproof, fog-proof, and nitrogen-purged for all-weather use. The MOA reticle is etched with 80 MOA of drop and 160 MOA across, with 1 MOA hashes and finer 0.5 MOA marks near the center. It's simple, uncluttered, and built for quick shot corrections or ranging. I took these to the range and out glassing some open country, and they're impressive. At 18 power, the clarity is unreal. I was spotting holes in paper at 200 yards and hits on still out to 600 with no sweat. The MOA reticle made calling windage and elevation a breeze. Say I need a 2 MOA left, and it's right there in the glass. The fluorite glass shines in low light. Glassing in the early morning and late evening was bright and crisp. The reticle can get lost though against dark backgrounds, but it pops on brighter targets. Pros: the optical quality of these binoculars are very good. They're crisp and they're clear, better than other binoculars that I've used in this price range. I really liked the fixed 18 power on these and the MOA reticle. The MOA reticle was easy to use, and I could check out my shots and make corrections pretty quickly. The build feels indestructible. They're bulletproof, rugged, and they just feel really good. Plus, Maven's lifetime warranty, they have you covered. There are a few cons to these. The size and the weight, to name one. At 45 ounces, they're not too heavy to take these out of consideration, but the size of these are going to limit you into what kind of bino harness you can fit these in. There's not that many. $1,700 is the price tag for these. It's not too steep to take them out of conversation, but it's up there for a specific bino for your needs for spotting your shots and for competition. The fixed 18 power maybe to some it may not be that great if you can't zoom, but to me it was actually really good. You just point and focus and then you're there. The biggest con for me was the reticle in the left eyepiece, and I don't know why. I'm left eye dominant, but I've trained myself since I was a little kid to shoot with my right eye because I'm right-handed. But my eyes get a little bit funky when I'm looking through these and seeing the reticle with my left eye, and then trying to really pinpoint things with my right eye, so I'm just switching back and forth. It just feels really specific and really touchy to me. So that was a bigger deal to me, but overall these binoculars are very good. So there's very few cons, and really to me I could get over all of these. These are for competitive shooters and long-range shooters who like to spot and call their shots and corrections on the fly. They're for hunters who just want to size up their game before making the shot. The 18 power bridges the gap between a heavy spotting scope and a decent long-range binocular, which these are. If you're a casual glasser, you might want to consider going with something lighter or something without the reticle, like the B.5 standards or the B.1s. So the question is, are these worth it? For a competitive shooter, I think they are. For hunters wanting to have a tool to measure the trophy, I think it's worth it as well. These are lighter than a spotting scope, yet they are still powerful enough at 18 power to be able to judge and see shots. So you can call your shots on the fly, or you can judge that animal in the field to see if it's worth your tag. You're getting alpha level glass and a reticle system for way less than you would in other brands. Plus, Maven's direct-to-consumer pricing keeps the value high, the cost low, which is money in your pocket. $1,700 feels fair for these. For the performance you're getting, for the value, I mean, they're a long-term investment, something that you can keep forever, and they have a warranty to back it up if you ever have a problem. So my final verdict is, these are worth your money. Have you used the Maven B.5 18x56 binoculars with the MOA reticle before? How about with the mil reticle? Do you got any questions? Follow the link in the description to a thread on long range only. There you can ask questions or provide any comments if you have any. Subscriptions are free and it's easy to join. If this video's helped, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for more gear reviews. Links to check these out are in the description. Thanks for watching and have a great day.